The next thing that we need to do is we do process the reorder. And the reorder should be for everything here, right? So when you do the process reorder, you need to do the same thing. Essentially here, I'm going to just do a copy and paste, okay? Does that make sense? And then we need to do for each appliance. So this part, I'm just going to simply ignore, okay? And what do you need to do? What you need to do is you need to focus on the logic here. There are 3 guidelines for each appliance which is sold out. So what you need to do is you need to translate the plain English in the description part into the program. So what do we mean by sold out? It is 0 appliance in stock, which means if this ap.get num in stock is equal to 0, then what we need to do is we need to reorder 20% more, okay? But at least 2 more, right? So the logic here, we need to really figure it out. And what we need to do is we say, okay, we have num extra. What's the extra that we need to get? Is equal to, it will be 20% more, right? So it would be the num of sold, ap.get the num of sold times 0.2, right? If you do that, you are going to see an error because on the left-hand side is an integer, on the right-hand side it is a float double type, and you need to do a typecasting, okay? And what we are going to do is we do the typecasting here. We would like to convert to an integer. Okay? And yesterday when I talked about this, I said, okay, what you can do is you can also do num of sold divided by 5. Then you don't have to worry about the typecasting, okay? But that's a very, very, a trick like using basic arithmetic, okay? Okay? And once you get this num extra, I say if the num extra is smaller than 2, what we are going to do is we just set the num extra is equal to 2, okay? Then we need to do the reorder, right? We need to do the reorder. So we need to do the reorder, and what we are going to do is we need to put that into this part, right? The reorder for this specific item, right? Does that make sense? So we are going to say reorder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do getter and setter, okay? Okay, I have a getter and setter for the reorder part. And I come back here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ap dot set reorder. What's the reorder that you need to do? It should not be just num extra. It should be num extra plus ap dot get what? number of sold, because you need to order 20% more than the number of sold, right? And at the same time, okay, if you look at, you need to keep record of how many get the total reorder that you need to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another piece of information that's num for reorder. We see num of reorder. Okay, that's the total. And in fact, you have another one that you need to have. That's num of sales. Okay, and what we are going to do, we are going to let the num of reorder is equal to num of reorder plus what? This number, right? Because we order that many. And in fact, if you think about the previous one, the process sold, whenever you increment the number of sold, you like to increase the number of sold here also, right? Number of sales, we see plus plus. Does that make sense to you folks? And this one handles guideline number 1. Handles guideline number 1. Okay? Now let's look at guideline number 2. We see for each appliance which was not sold at all, then we reorder no items. And we don't worry about at this time, okay? And what we are going to do is, we worry about number 3 is for each appliance which was sold but still in stock. So we are going to say else which get sold. How could we determine this guy get sold or not? If it is get sold, how could you determine an item is get sold? What's the condition to determine an item get sold or not? AP dot get num of sold is greater than 0. Okay? And we are going to handle this part. So this one would handle the guideline number 3. Okay? Number 2 would get handled automatically. Okay, I've put a guideline number 3 get handled automatically. Huh? Okay. Did I correct it? Okay, good. So that means everybody is really focused on what's going on here. Okay, that's good, Sam. Very, very good. So if the number of sold is greater than 0, what we need to do is we need to do the reorder, and we need to reorder 20% less than that was sold, but at least one less, except we need to order at least one. This is, if you think about it, this is just some arithmetic that you need to do, probably do a little bit comparisons, try to figure out what's going on, okay? So first we need to see num less is equal to what? The same thing. Number of sold, right? Once we have this, we say, but at least one less. Okay, we say if num less is less than 1, what we are going to do is we just set a num less is equal to 1. Okay? Now, let's do num of reorder. Okay? Int num of reorder is equal to, so it would be what? It would be AP dot get total num of sold minus num less, right? Is that clear? We say if this num of reorder is smaller than 1, we need to let it equal to 1. Based on the last one, it says, except it would mean 0 items that are reordered, then we need to order at least 1 item. Okay? So we need to let the name of reorder is equal to 1. After that, we say ap.set reorder is equal to name of reorder. No, name of reorder, because I keep track of that. And then what I'm going to do is I let I get into trouble here, because I get, if you take a look at this, I have 2 variables with the same name. Okay, that's a bad thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this guy name of reorder to total reorder. Okay, because that's total reorder that you are going to have. Is that correct? So that's why, renaming is very, very important here. So we just do total reorder. And then, so we don't have to worry about that, the name of reorder. Okay. What's going on here? Int name of reorder. Reorder. Okay. And here, set name of reorder, that's correct. And we say total reorder is equal to total reorder plus name of reorder. Is that clear to everybody up to this point? So you process the sales, you process the reorder. Okay? Is that clear? Very good.